Now, there's not many patterns out there you can say can be made in 1 yard of fabric, but I've got one here for you today, and that's to cover all the size ranges listed. So stay tuned if you want to find out what it is. Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this brand new pattern release from Pattern Emporium. It's all about the timeout tank. Now, if you already have your finger on the pulse and you've already watched Kate's video on the sewing circle, that's via Pattern Emporium's Facebook page, and that was Monday night. She actually did a new pattern release, talked about all the options for fabrics, how to style it, what she's worn back with it, just to give you a bit of an insight onto the pattern and just to see what where the inspiration came from and what she is styling it back with. That is a great way for you to see what maybe you've got in your wardrobe that can make it work and what has inspired her to come out with this pattern. Now, at the moment in store, I'm pretty sure most of you have seen, it's all about the 90s. A lot of 90s fashion is coming back. I know got daughters in their early 20s that are already out sort of shopping, having a look around, and they've come back and told me about what's in fashion. And this is one of the in things at the moment. It's very reminiscent of the dress that Sharon Stone wore in the movie Basic Instinct. That cutaway dress, it just reminded me straight away. So I think that bit of inspiration from the 90s sort of throwback is coming through into athletic wear. I know a lot of people love wearing active wear for everyday life because it is so practical. And myself at the moment, I must say I'm on a bit of a health kick as far as doing yoga and Pilates, and I love this kind of wear that I can wear through the day and not have to worry about getting changed to go to my yoga class at night. So let me show you this timeout tank and just the versatility of it and what it's actually great to be made up with. This one, you may remember this fabric. This is the beautiful Modal fabric. I'll stand back so you can see a little bit of the detailing. This is that gorgeous Cloth Edit fabric. Now, I know Gabrielle from Cloth Edit gave some of this beautiful fabric away to a lucky winner, and it is beautiful jersey, very, very soft. And I was considering making a dress with it or just doing something elaborate, and I thought, you know what, it's so soft and luscious and I want to wear it on my body. I just had to do something with it I was going to get a lot of wear out of. So as soon as I saw this pattern, I thought it's perfect for me. Not only is it for athletic wear, this kind of style top is the perfect building block for you to create different looks in your wardrobe for layering. So a lot of you people in the Northern Hemisphere that are getting into that kind of spring weather coming along and you're wanting to look for tops that you can layer underneath jackets, maybe even cardigans, shrugs, or like zipped up hoodies. This is a fantastic style because you've got that beautiful crew neck, but the cutaway sleeve I just think is a very, very flattering style and it really gives a lovely shape. So I'll show you some footage and you can make up your own mind, see what you think about this great little versatile tank top. Now, see what I mean? It's a great little versatile top, but not a lot of patterns around like this. Now, most tank top patterns you will find are more floaty. They've got a lower scoop neck, so you won't always find a crew neck and that sort of cutaway sleeve. And another thing that appealed to me about this was that beautiful neck and arm binding, that beautiful wide binding. Now, if you're like me and you go by muscle memory and you start sewing things and you haven't read through the instructions, stop there because you really need to have a look and see, because it's done a little bit differently to a normal neck and sleeve binding. Kate's actually done it as a binding, like fold over binding style. So you need to make sure you really look at those instructions before you rush off, because you want to get that nice smooth round neck. And if you just stitch this binding on like a normal t-shirt binding, it will jut out. So we're going to attach it like a bias binding essentially. So you're sewing right sides together and then you're going to iron in your inner facing seams and you're going to fold it over and do a top stitch. So it really gives that beautiful smooth looking rounded shape. So don't rush through it. Make sure you pay attention to the detail and how she's come up with that style. The pattern, it really works well, and it beautiful in so many different fabrics as well. This is that beautiful Modal fabric, of course, very, very soft jersey, but you can make this in just about any kind of stretch knit fabric as long as it's 4-way stretch. Really look at that and make sure you put your bindings where the grain lines have got the arrows running. Make sure you follow that, because if you go opposite to the grain, the binding won't hold its shape as well. I think you need to get that beautiful malleable shape by having your direction of your grain running the right way. So pay attention to that too. You'll see my video coming up. I've made it in so many different fabrics. I've also made it in a beautiful double brush poly in a navy blue. Now you'll remember the palazzo pants were also another Pattern Emporium pattern. The palazzo pants look stunning with this top. And I love the look of the faux jumpsuit because it is much more practical to make yourself a faux jumpsuit than to be going to the bathroom and having to sort of strip off. And yeah, you can get into all sorts of trouble there. So really, you get that beautiful look of a jumpsuit with the ease of the two-piece set. So it's a fantastic base piece for making a faux jumpsuit. So I'm going to show you a few looks that I've done with this Modal jersey. To go back with this top, I've made some beautiful foxy leg. This is another pattern by Pattern Emporium. The foxy legs are fantastic. They're like almost like a sweatpants style. You can have pockets or not. Now I've decided because it was a beautiful drapey jersey, I was going to leave the pockets out and just have it a bit more simple. I also made a tie, so it actually looks like a jumpsuit altogether. It's fantastic and it's comfortable, but very, very practical. And I'm also able to wear the pieces as separate, so if I want to wear this top with a different pair of pants and the foxy legs with something else, I can do that too. And I'm thinking this would be great for wearing maybe a hoodie over the top for sort of running around if it's getting cooler, but the foxy legs are great. The top I made in a size 14 and the foxy legs I made in a 16. That they aren't overly baggy, they're a bit more of a neater finish, but really, really comfortable pair of sweatpants. Fantastic. You can make them in different lengths as well, depending on what season you're in, and you can offer the cuffs or no cuffs on the bottom. So I've put a little cuff on the bottom just to give that little sort of sporty feel, but love this set together. And yeah, dressed it up with a little tie around the middle, and I'm really, really happy with it. I'm going to be able to layer this with so much, and I'll also still have to make my songbird kimono. I want to make that to wear over the top just to maybe dress it up a little bit with a pair of heels too. Next one I've made is in a beautiful double brush poly. Let me show you that one. This sewed up like a dream. It is the most soft, beautiful fabric to sew with, but it's got a little bit more body. You'll remember the palazzo pants I made in that beautiful navy fabric. Well, I had enough fabric left over to actually make this. If you're like me and you hate wasting fabric and you'll keep those scraps aside because you know when that day comes along and you find these great scrap busting patterns, you will have plenty of fabric there to make it up with. In sizes 4 to 26, these kind of patterns are a lifesaver because you can be really mixing and matching all your scrap pieces, and things like making bindings out of different coordinating fabrics is also a great way to use those scraps up too. Well, I love the look of the palazzo pants, and I also think it's very practical to wear those basic sort of colors like navy, black, yeah, just to have in your wardrobe to be layering and mixing and matching with things that you already have. So the palazzo pants were the 3/4 length, and I think they look stunning together as a set. And also pop a little pair of Converse trainers on if you want to dress it down, throw a little cardigan on, or maybe dress it up with a pair of heels. The next one I made was some leftover round jerseys, leopard print from last year that I really didn't know what to do with, and I decided to pair that back with some stretch crepe for the bindings. I just love having those scraps to use up, and I think having that sort of coordinating binding really pops it out and makes it look very appealing, especially when you have that same color bottoms. So the palazzo pants I've got on are also in the stretch crepe in the shorter cut 3/4 style. So if you haven't got a pair of stretch crepe palazzo pants in your wardrobe, what are you waiting for? They are the best pants ever. I wore them right throughout summer. I have paired them back with so many different tops, blouses, singlet tops. I just think they are light, breathable, comfortable, and then knit fabric. So really, what more could you want in your wardrobe? I think they just give that kind of dressy look. We can dress them down too. So yeah, you really need to find yourself some stretch crepe fabric. They are fantastic, and as I say, very, very lovely and light to wear, but you can really wear them for all seasons as well. So I love that with that matching binding of the timeout tank. I could have a million pairs of those and be really, really happy. Always got just under that meter of fabric. So a yard of fabric is so easy to come by, and usually knit fabrics are a good 150 wide. So it's a great pattern for using up just that whole scrap piece and having enough for your bindings. The bindings don't really take a lot of fabric up either. I've used a zigzag stitch on all of mine. I don't have a cover stitch machine. I would love to buy one eventually when I do get the time, but I haven't used an overlocker for these at all, and that's totally up to you. You can definitely do this with an overlocker, but you don't need one. I think it works really well with a zigzag or a twin stitch as well, so it's really up to you how you want to finish the garment off. But I made 3 of these in just half a day. It's a really, really quick, easy pattern to make up. I know what you're all thinking, and that is, what about the bra? I know a lot of my viewers, they have trouble with sleeveless tops and anything too slinky like spaghetti straps, because you want to wear a bra because it is more practical a lot of the time. If you have got a larger bust especially, it can be very, very hard to wear those kind of style tops. So if you have a thing like a sports bra or maybe a crop style sports bra, they're fantastic because it's just the perfect shape. They come in up here and they have that beautiful racer back. This isn't quite a racer back, but it sort of comes in a little bit, but not too much. So you can definitely wear yourself a sports bra or crop top quite easily. You'll find that the bra straps don't show at all. So very, very practical on that point of view. Also, if you're in favor of a strapless bra, that's another option you can go for as well. And I think if you're wearing it more for layering, it won't be really a big problem because you won't be, using it for sort of exposing the shoulders. So if you're wanting it for practicality and for not exposing those bra straps, definitely think about a sports bra or a crop top style bra with those straps, so it's more comfortable too. It's fantastic. I've actually just found how beautiful sports bras are to wear, or the sports crops are to wear just for every day. I just think they are just perfect for being at home. I could live in mine. It's just the fact that I think a lot of people have trouble. They've got a bigger cup size, getting that support there can be a real problem for a lot of my viewers. I think Kate did say that if you do have that problem with straps, you can use an option like there are bra attachments to have like either a 5-way crossover bra, kookaburras around, or even little things like a paper clip can bring in those straps just at the back a little bit, just to so you're allowed that shaping without exposing the bra straps. So there are ways around it. There are little gadgets you can buy if you're really keen on wearing one of these tops and you do have a problem with finding the right bra for that. So let me know how you go. If you're going to make one of these up and you have problems with finding the right bras, if you have a little trick, I'd love to hear what it is, because I'd love to be able to tell the viewers all about how you got around that. So don't forget, this pattern is on sale at the moment till Sunday night, and that's Australian Eastern Standard Time. I do have an affiliate link in the description box below, and if you wanted to purchase through that, I am highly, highly appreciative of that, because a little bit of that commission does go back into my channel, so a huge thanks for that. As I say, I've made 4 of these already. I love the pattern, and I'm really, really keen to wear this to my next yoga class, and just to have that movement and ease, and also look a bit stylish as well. And I will also link Kate's video below, so she'll go through all the fabrics that you can use, and really, really highly detailed video, because we all love to see the ins and outs and how she's gone making it, what little points and tips that she has. And those videos are fantastic to watch too before you go and make up the pattern. As always, Pattern Emporium patterns have got the most detailed instructions ever and fantastic pics there for you to follow along. Now, because this video is out Thursday night here in Australia, I won't have a Friday sews out tomorrow morning, but my Friday sews will probably be out the Saturday morning, so it'll be a Saturday sews. But we are doing a Friday sews get to know challenge, so that'll be really exciting, and I want to make sure I put the time into doing that episode for you guys. Jen's actually created that challenge from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and that way is a great way to find out a little bit more information about your favorite Friday sews YouTubers, because I just think it's great. We've got a real community happening on here, and we can all get to know each other a bit more, and we've made so many friends through this challenge. It's been fantastic. So that will be out Saturday morning here. I'll have another episode coming out, hopefully Monday or Tuesday, just to keep you all motivated, because I am doing a bit more sewing at the moment. I've got my Sojo is really fired up here, because I've got some beautiful fabrics I want to show you, and especially the blouse patterns. I know a lot of you are waiting for those. Remember, all the patterns in Kate's video are also discounted. She does always include those, so whatever she shows you to wear back with the pattern that's being released, they are also discounted every time new pattern comes out, so you get to really take advantage of the great value there. And I think it's great to be given options and shown what goes back with what and how it's worked. So Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. It's a little basic pattern, but really one that I think you're going to find really useful for your wardrobe. So thank you for watching. I will catch up with you very shortly. If you haven't subscribed, head over and click that subscribe button. That way you will never miss out on an episode. And also, if you've enjoyed this video tonight, please give it a thumbs up because that helps other people like you find my channel. We'll see you soon. Happy sewing and bye for now.